working with them.
It's just they seem so convinced that they're going to be the deciding factor in this. That it's like
I am.
I know, and that's what I've been thinking too. And they seem so convinced that it's going to be the other way. So I'm just like, are you voting to keep Arlie?
No, I'm not voting to keep Arlie. I'm voting to keep Adele.
Okay.
Like why?
And
okay.
I do believe you when you say that. It's just they trip me the fuck out.
I know.
And after our conversation earlier today, like right before all of this, you made me feel very comfortable with the fact that you do want it to be us three in the final. Like 4. You made that very clear and it made me very happy.
That is a question to me though. Are you guys going to keep John over me?
We'd be stupid.
Because of like the conversation we had.
Yeah.
And I know.
See, and I keep saying it, and then it keeps on being turned around on me. So I don't want to like.
Yeah.
Don't cry, babe.
Baby, I'm sorry. Here.
Netta. I've never seen you cry before. It's so weird.
Like,
I know, stupid.
I know.
Hard.
I just keep, I don't know, fuck's sake. Like, I just don't know what the proper thing to say is anymore because it just gets twisted and turned around. So I don't know. Because I know he's like my best friend in this game, but I know I'm not going to win against him. And then I say that and I become this horrible person for saying that.
No, you don't. Who calls you a horrible person for saying that?
What do you think?
Jesus Christ. Listen. Don't worry about it.
Just gonna get my pajamas and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries, though. Do you know if it's dark out?
It is, yeah. Apparently.
Putting this back in your bag. Thank you.
Do you not have to Greek this? I guess because there's only just letters. I can't see the whole word all at once. Like I'm like sweating.
Yeah.
I'm sweating all day. Listen, who cares what she says? Okay? She has different values than everybody in here. She's very emotional, and this whole Rose, my best friend, she's the best thing that's ever walked, blah, blah, blah. Let her think you're a horrible person. Fuck it. This is a game. You're here to play a game.
I know, and then I feel like forced to them to have to be like, no, of course I would take John to final 2, and then they're like, well, we've heard that you wouldn't. So I'm just like, fuck, I don't know what the fucking proper thing to say is anymore. I don't know, stupid. Like I can't go to final 2 with him.
Yeah.
Like, I would
You
love
could
to
if
go
you only
as-
want the 20,000.
Like I would love to go to the end of this, like as far as I possibly could, until you know. But I don't know. Like it's just fucking hard. Like what the fuck is the proper thing to say in this game without it getting you in shit?
I know. It's crazy, actually.
I don't know. You guys both already know, and I've said it over and over again, but I'm not like gonna make the stupid decision that's gonna end up losing me the game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm a horrible person, so.
No, you're not.
You're
I
not
don't
a
think you
horrible
are.
person at all.
I don't think John will think you are either, if that's what you're worried about.
Well, it's on your guys' minds.
I just want Thursday to be here. Rose convinced that she saw us say things we never said.
What else did she say? Are we supposed to? It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would we be saying this stuff with those guys standing right there?
Well, then she's like, the part that freaks me out the most is
And
how
I
scared
don't-
we were. And I was like, we said things about Arlie and
And
Andrew
Andrew.
and stuff like that. And like, I realized that it was nothing big and people have already heard it. But hearing it again in front of like chefs while we're sitting there, like, could hurt people in this house. And we didn't want it to escalate. And she's like, well, blah, 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 blah. Fuck, whatever. I'm like, think what you want to think, but I am not worried about it because I didn't say fucking shit, and neither did Nada.
Yeah.
So, like, I obviously, like, can't convince you. You think you read what you think you read.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously, I know that you know the truth if you can really read lips, and I shouldn't be that worried.
I don't doubt that that's what she thinks she read because she read like the backstabbing. She read like we're pissed off or something. But I don't think it was what she thinks it was about.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like she filled in blanks herself.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And I agree with that.
Because I do think that's what she read and that's what she like kind of put together herself. But I don't think it just doesn't make any sense to me when before we were in here we're like, hey, they're obviously going to be watching downstairs, so like
Yeah.
watch what you say. Like, and with those two guys standing there, backstabbing. Clearly, they're talking about Arlie or talking about them being like really evil geniuses in the game. Like,
Yeah.
can't remember, what did we say after the 2 vetoes? We were talking about, can't believe how 2 vetoes were used this week. Do you remember?
Yeah, we were surprised